don't have the actors to do everything with multiple people. Sometimes you have to just use yourself twice and kind of figure it out that way. Isn't that right, Sean? Yeah, that's right. Sometimes you just gotta do it all by yourself. It's kind of lonely, not seeing anyone, just doing work. Kind of sad, really. This classroom's been empty for a month now, almost 3 weeks. It's gonna be empty for longer, but we're missing you guys. We're missing you. Bye bye. Hey there, grade 5. This is Mr. B, and today we're just going to be talking about your time project that you're coming up to. So I'm just going to read it out to you and then get into kind of the details here. So you're opening a new family-friendly movie theater. For your opening week, you will be showing only animal movies. Animal movies, awesome. The theater has 2 screens, and by the end of the opening week, you hope to have made a record amount of money in ticket sales. Part of the promotion is that the cost is only $10, no tax per person per movie. You've only budgeted enough to have the theaters cleaned and movies played a maximum of 40 times, 20 in each theater in the week. So you will have to choose time lots when people can make it. Movies cannot start before 9 a.m. or after 9 p.m. On Monday and Friday, from 9 to 5, 10 people came to each showing. On Monday through Thursday, from 5 to 9, 30 people come to each showing. On Friday, from 5 to 9, 50 people come to each showing. On Saturday, from 9 to 1, 20 people come to each showing. On Saturday, from 1 to 9, 40 people come to each showing. And the theater is closed on Sunday. So let's take a look here just before we jump ahead and figure out where our best times for getting people to come in are. So here is pretty good for getting people to come in because you get 30. This is your best one, right? 50 people. And here you get 40 people. So really you want to shove as many things in here as possible, right? So, and you can have a maximum only of 40 times you can play movies, right? And that's 20 in each of your theaters. So you can only play your movies 20 times. And so it's in these times here, just to make sure that you check it out, it's in these times that you want to do the majority of your showing. So you want to jam pack these areas like Friday evening, Monday through Thursday evening, and Saturday evening with the most showings, right? Rather than putting a lot of showings in the morning of Monday and Friday, right? Because you won't get many people. So this is important because you can only show it 40 times, right? Total. So you got to make sure you do that. So it is important to show a balanced variety of movies at staggered times so that the more people will want to come to your theater. You bought the copyrights of these 6 movies for the week. So here are your movies, and you can check each one has the amount of time it shows for, and the previews. So basically what you're going to want to do for each one of these is just add these up so you get the full amount of time that it will be showing, and it'll take up the movie theater space. And then also so your assignment, with a partner, create a schedule for all your showing times. Make sure there's enough time before each movie for people to take a seat, which takes around 30 minutes, and enough time after each movie for the cleaning crew to work their magic, which takes 30 minutes. You can only show 40 movies in the week, so choose the best times. So you must create a schedule for the cleaning crew. Remember that they can only clean one theater at a time. So that means your cleaning crew can't be in theater A and B at the same time, right? So that means they'll have to be staggered. They can't go into the same theater at the same time. And you'll see what the schedule looks like next. So if we just come up here, this is what we have to do before we even start. So how many times does it take? How many hours does it take to show each movie, including cleanup time, and time to fill up the theater? So I'll only do this for one movie, just so that we can kind of get the idea of how long it's going to take for Free Willy to go in total. So let's look at this. So Free Willy is 120 or 12 minutes, right? 112 minutes plus 9 minutes. So it's actually going to be 121 minutes by itself. And then it takes another 30 minutes to get the room filled up. So that's going to be 151 minutes. And then it takes another 30 minutes to clean it, which equals 181 minutes. So this is how long it takes for just Free Willy, right? So just Free Willy takes 181 minutes to kind of do everything, to fill up the theater, to watch the movie, and to clean up afterwards, clean up all those popcorns that everyone spat all over the place. And here, right, in number 2, what you want to do is decide which are the best showings. And so you do what I did over here, and you're going to talk about which times get the most people, right? Because you want to make the big bucks. That's right. You want to make the bucks. You don't want to have all your showings early in the morning on Monday to Friday and get no one coming in, right? Because people are working during this time normally. So you're not going to get many people. So this is what you're going to be working on. So this only shows a few days of the week. Monday, Theater A, Monday, Theater B. So the first day you'll work on to fill it up is here. But you might want to start by filling up a very important slot, like an evening. You might want to work kind of backwards in a sense. That might actually do better, but you can choose to work in the beginning. You might want to show something at 9 in the morning on Monday. Maybe there's certain families that can make it there. So yeah, and the way you'll do this is you'll want to start by, and there is a place on one of yours, by making a legend. So on your sheet, there's actually a spot where it says legend, and it's like a blank. Oh, that was where the mistake was. Legend. There you go. And then there's like a blank paper or page where you can put the colors. So what I'm going to do just here for myself, I'm going to make a legend, just a quick one. I'm going to do cleanup time is going to be blue. So cleanup. And then I'll do this one will be fill up. And then we'll do green will be showtime. Right? So the way you'll do this to fill up your time here, and remember you can only show each movie 40 times, or no, you can only show movies 40 times. So you get 40 movies this week. So what I'll do here is to first, in the morning, we'll have a cleanup time. So this takes half an hour, right? And you can maybe put this here to remind you. This is 30 minutes too. And this one we said was going to take us 181 minutes. 181 minutes. So what you'll do is you fill up. So in the morning here, we don't have to clean up because it was cleaned the night before. So we can go here and we can do about half. So what this 9 to 10 means is that this is 9 and this over here is 10. So if it takes half an hour, this is the full length is an hour. What I want to do is go around half. Now you don't have to be perfect, but yeah, just get the idea. Around half and then fill it in, right? So you could probably color this in a bit better than me. I'm working on the computer here, so it's a bit more difficult. But yeah, so that's the time that's going to take to fill it up. And then I'm going to do show time. So remember, this is an hour and 81 minutes. So this is 181 minutes. So that actually takes around 3 hours to show in total. So what would 3 hours... That's like 3 hours and 1 minute, right? Because if you did 181 and you divided it by 60, you'd know that can go in 3 times because that'd be 180, and you'd get a remainder of 1, right? So 3 hours and 1 minute. And so I'm going to put that here. Now really I can round it, right? I don't have to put the 1 minute because we're not dealing with that specific time. Now what you do want to kind of do is you want to write here that this finishes. And sometimes it's good to, there's another way of doing this really, where you, where I saw last year, where students wrote in here, like cleanup, and then they would write what time it finished. So this one would be 9:30, right? So that's a good way of showing, making clear everything, right? But here, so 3 hours and 1 minute, what would that be if you added that to 9:30? Well, you can just do it like this, 9:30. So you might want to get a scrap piece of paper, right? And this would be, right, you get 12:31, right? So, and basically, again, it's totally fine to just round that off, 12:30. So here we'd want to go around to 12:30, right? And so this one, right, this is 12 because we can see this one here is 11 and this is here's 1. So 12:30 would logically be kind of in between here, right? So there you go. I'm going to use a bit of a thicker marker here to make this clear. And voila, that is where you put it. And then you have finding, I think, was that the one we did, or was it Free Willy? I think it was Free Willy, rather. So this one would be Free Willy, right? And then finally we'd end up by finishing this off with the cleanup. So we'd want to use blue. We'll get our marker out and use blue. And that takes another half hour. And so this would get us to 1 o'clock, which we just say cleanup. And there you have it. So this is a way you can do it, and then you just kind of fill it up, and then right after the cleanup, you can start filling up again, right? So you have the opportunity to do another fill up, right? And then you can start a new movie, right? You could play another run of Free Willy if you wanted, and so on and so forth. So sometimes you might even want to have gaps though, because you might want to have most of your movies stacked down here. So remember, you can only have 40 movies, 40 play times a week, so 40 times. So each time you have to count your movies. So on our map here right now, we have only done 1, right? And we only got 10 people for this one because it's during a time that is not the greatest. So what you're gonna have to do ultimately is calculate how many customers you got total, how many customers do you expect to show up to theater A. So you have to do kind of a guess, and then you actually have to count them. And so yeah, that's really important for you. Anyway, so if you have any problems, you can just send me an email, and I hope that this is a fun project, and I hope that you get it. And we'll have a discussion on Thursday if you need me to figure this out a little bit better for you. Okay, ciao guys, bye.